Here's how you can show animated icons in your buttons in Bubble. On my login page here, I want a spinner to show up while it's thinking and then a checkbox to show up once it was successful. So to do this, you'll need a plugin called heroicons, which is free. So go to your plugin section in Bubble, click on Add Plugins, search for Hero, and install the heroicons by Minimum Studio. Buttons in Bubble have the ability to have a label, an icon, and a label, but we're not going to use that because there's no interactive icons built in with Bubble. Using the interactive icons from heroicons, you'll notice that it's using the tooltip field to actually display it. So check the plugin details for positioning it left and right and showing different types of icons. The first thing to do is to create a custom state on your button. I've called this one state, and I'm going to set that when the user clicks on it and then once the workflow has finished. Now to show the icons, what I want to do is I want to create a new condition. When this button state is loading, I want to set the tooltip to the syntax of the plugin. So it's just spinner. Now I don't want to have to type this in every time, so I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to do instead is create an option set. So I have an option set called button icons. This is the loading spinner. This is the syntax for that button. And then I also have a success one where I'm going to show the check circle. Now on my button, when I set the tooltip, I can simply get an option. And this option, I want the button icon option and I want the loading spinner. And I want the hero syntax. I also want to set the background color to a different color, and then I don't want to let the user click the button again. The next thing I want to do is I want to paste this condition when it's finished. So now I'm going to change the state to done. I'm going to change the color to a green color, and then instead of loading the spinner, I want to load the success icon. So the first thing to do is to update the custom state of that button, and I'm going to set the state of the button to loading. It's going to do the stuff that it needs to do. And now, just so you can see this in action, I'm going to set a 3-second pause, and then I'm going to change the value to done. And then I'm going to create another pause for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to reset the state of that element. Here's the login button. Spinner is loading and showing. It's now green, and now it's reset.